Happy hunting.
Hunt me.
I am the hunted one.
I'm hunting most things.
Let us hunt something. You can hunt.
Long have you hunted me? You're being hunted.
Good morning, welcome back to another curated top 10 for Steam Hunt for the 8th of October 2018. I picked 10 top 10 hunts from hundreds of them per day. So let's pick two today. The first one is heimplanet.com. The Mavericks. The multi-purpose Mavericks tent is designed especially for extreme conditions. For example, it can be used as a base camp or a group tent. Internal height of 2 meters and more than 13 meters square of ground space. Its special geodesic structure is designed to withstand speeds of 180 kilometers an hour. Wow. Multi-chamber safety, one pump system, weight 23 kilograms. What a cool little hut. Like, I really dig the structure of this thing. Not only is it it's not one direct surface that's going to get attacked by wind. It's kind of got this mitigating kind of spider web structure over the top of it. Look at that thing. Looks absolutely fire. Next up is Light Strike. Germ zapping power in just 5 minutes. Intense pathogen killing power in just 5 minutes. Light Strike germ zapping robot is the first disinfection system of its kind to deliver intense germicidal action from 200 to 350 nanometers. It's a user-friendly robot that is intensely pathogen deadly. So I presume it's using that new kind of, I say new, it's been out now probably about 2 or 3 years, which is the, trying to think of that. It's a light, and it's normally a purple shade. I'm trying to think of it now. There's in the industry, they're rolling this out because it's a lot safer to use it. I can't remember what the name of it was now. It's UV for sure. UVC mercury vapor. Now that's new to me. That is, delivers up to 4,300x more germicidal UV pathogen killing than UVC mercury vapor and can disinfect an entire room in 20 minutes. Look at this robot thing. Look at this base Light Strike. Jesus Christ, just wheel it in. You've got this pathogen thing. It's almost like something out of a Quake game, isn't it? Like you'd have it in the doorways of rooms, just zapping at all the bugs, have them as detectors on the alien ship. We're literally living sci-fi every single day now. Mixnode is next. Turn the web into a database, a fast, flexible, and massively scalable platform to extract and analyze data from the web. It's kind of interesting. The entire web in your hands. Turns the web into a database that you can run queries against. Say goodbye to web crawling, forget about web scraping, never run a spider again. Get all the web data that you need using simple SQL queries. Wow. Designed from the ground up with today's massive volume of web data in mind, whether you need to extract data from one website or millions, one URL or billions of URLs, Mixnode is the right tool for the job. Hundreds of built-in functions from HTML, XML, JSON to math, language and text. Hundreds of built-in functions that you can use to query to analyze any data from the web. Wow. I think tools like this are going to be massive. The more blockchain stuff that we have out there, the more we start to move away from centralized systems to decentralized systems, the more we can hook into these things. HiveMind is going to be a massive part of this. Can you imagine HiveMind and Mixnode working together? Damn. We've got some exciting stuff we're gonna be heading into in the next 6 months to a year, and I'm super excited about it, to be honest. Next up is a binary whitelisting blacklisting system for Mac OS. So I was looking around for file level binary manipulation because it's a big problem in Mac OS X, especially to do with the way that the security structure works in terms of handing off if a binary executable is okay or not. After it's ran, there's pretty much nothing that goes on to say has it been modified in runtime. So I was looking at for solutions, and it seems that Google, as part of their Macintosh operations team, have a cool little thing called Santa. And the reason why I called it that is because it keeps track of binaries that are naughty or nice. So it's got a little SQL-like database, a little GUI agent that notifies the user in case of a block decision, and a command line utility for managing the system and synchronizing the database with the server. So for instance, one of the things that I use that doesn't really have a code signing structure to it is OBS. So that could be open to manipulation. And if you're a live streamer, you know how important your OBS is. So unless you've got a hardware encoder and you're not, you're mixing it with a piece of hardware, then that's a potential vulnerability. So having things that run in real time to protect that, to like accept and deny, and having a little GUI to protect it, just one of many things that you can do from a security perspective. mice+o is next. This, I had to mention this one because I've never heard of a mouse with an operating system inside of it, but I have had thoughts about this before in terms of malware also cheats inside of Mises. So esports, right? Who's to say that somebody hasn't already come up with a mouse with a aimbot or code base of an aimbot on a board, like a Raspberry Pi W0, like a really tiny board inside of a mouse? And does the esports community inspect mouses like before you go up and play your sport games? Being able to build something in, transmitting that stuff over USB, got me thinking about it. So that's the reason why I included this one today. A device to carry your operating system plus files and being able to start and use it securely on any computer. That's kind of interesting to me because, you know, if we're going to be moving across borders quite a lot, you can see actually there's a picture in the back of it, background with like China, United States, Canada and stuff. So they're obviously gearing up in terms of like at the border your laptops are being scanned, your phones are being scanned, but is your mouse ever scanned? Lots of different ways to be sneaking in your operating system, and it looks like this thing is kind of taking off. They want 6,000 euros. They've got 9 backers right now. They've got 7 hours to go, so they're not going to make their money. That's unfortunate. But it looks an interesting concept. I'd like to know what kind of OS is inside the mouse and what they're trying to go at here, and why, you know, why they're doing it. So these screenshots are literally just thrown together. Look at this. Here's a screenshot of the boot menu pro. This is why people haven't chucked money at it, because there's no proof that this exists, right? I mean, this guy's all right. They've done a little video here of a little bootloader. What happens if you disconnect with an OS session running? I don't know. I can definitely see this being out there. It's kind of interesting why they put it on Kickstarter. Might get in touch with this person, have a chat with them. Maybe it's better for them to be on Steam and try and raise some money that way, using Fundition or something. mice+o is next. This is very relevant to me because I do have occasional asthma. The future of respiratory care now. Digital medicine offering the uses advanced smart inhalers. Just look like an inhaler with a computer thing on it. AI and software to measure and improve respiratory therapies. Okay. Upgrading care, add-on sensors that transform existing inhalers into smart connected devices. Once activated, generates high-definition data, providing unparalleled insight into medical use, patient compliance, and lung health patterns, leading to more informed case decisions for everyone. I'm not sure how. I mean, it sounds great, and the product looks interesting, but my problem with this is I'm not sure what it really does, apart from tracking when we used it and how long we used it for and how we felt about it. I mean, this drives patient engagement. Now I know when to use it. Provides personalized support and coaching. Well, that's kind of weak. I kind of know the whole holding your breath thing. Improves compliance and inhaler technique. That's not enough to make a smart device on the back of it. The trends is obviously interesting of how often you're using it, and they'll obviously do very well because it is something that will go from that size or even this size of enclosure around it. Who's to say that the inhaler won't change shape? It won't be a completely different shape in a couple of years' time. It's already changed like in the last couple of years. I like where they're going with it, but I just don't. Sometimes we don't need to have technology on everything, you know. libp2p is next, a modular network stack. Love the website, love the colors, love the design. Run your network applications free from runtime and address services independent of their location. That's pretty fire. Use several different transports, native roaming, runtime freedom, protocol muxing, work offline, encrypted connections, good for high latency scenarios. It works in the browser, upgrade without compromise, implementations in JS, Node, everything that you could kind of think of. This is kind of interesting. Open source project from the IPFS community. Many ways you can contribute by getting involved. Write specification, code implementations, and using tools using libp2p, craft examples and tutorials. This is definitely something worth looking at. I mean, it's high level stuff, but I think if you've been playing around with Python or Node or any kind of JS stuff, and you're interested in building something out where it's just like that independence of your location is huge. Let's have a quick look in the bundles, what they've got in the bundles right now. Really nice site, I have to say, like really nice design. Oh, actually, I logged off my internet while I'm doing this. Next up is GIFX, the best GIF editor app for the creative mind. Turn your photos and videos into works of art. I'm obsessed with GIFs. I've been obsessed with GIFs for years, before they were like memes and everywhere and Giphy existed. And I love making cinemagraphs, so anything that enables me to make something on the go, I'm totally down for. Lovely site, photo or video at the bottom, the GIF apply mask on the GIF at the top. You can add GIFs to your photos and videos fast and easy, simple as adding a GIF from your camera roll or browsing Giphy to find the perfect GIF for your edit. Perfect, so you can layer it up. Possibilities are endless. We have collaborated with popular GIF artists around the globe to provide you with 300 unique artistic GIFs built into GiphyX. Love this. I would definitely use this on Steam if I was doing everything mobile. Add GIF effects to photos and videos, upload GIFs from your camera roll or Giphy, add music to your GIFs, photos and videos, convert GIFs to movies or movies to GIFs, 200 plus animated GIF effects, share your edits on your favorite social network. Like that, linking into Cloud App, linking it into Bear, absolutely perfect. Just a game changer for making content on the go. Last two today then is the world's first truly smart lamp by Luke Roberts. Nearly 1,000 people bought it to life, 400,000 euros. I love this. I love this. It's actually got this almost directional light, and I don't know if it's like scans or it's got AI on board of it, but placing the light where you want it. So it's not just the light that lights down, it kind of like is positional. You can position that light to be in the corner of the room or like behind you or on the wall in front of you, and I presume you can create certain patterns as where you want that to be at certain times of day. So like you say here, paint your light for intuitive adjustment. The more you paint, the brighter it gets, while the other parts of your rooms will stay dim. To give you real-time feedback, Fluxo will light up immediately while you paint. I mean, that's cool technology. I like that stuff. It's kind of pricey, but obviously 1,000 people thought it was cool enough to get one for their home. Finally, Gladius. Gladius.io. We are a cybersecurity company on the blockchain. Decentralized CDN, awesome. WAF, awesome. And DDoS protection. The only thing I will say about this is that it's a shame that it's using Ethereum. I feel like Ethereum really needs to go through some massive jumps to get over its congestion issue. I mean, it's like full of crypto kitties and other stuff, and there's no doubt that Ethereum will be around for a while, but I just feel like something like this would make more sense on something like EOS. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll roll out. Maybe they'll just be somebody else who builds in support for other blockchains. And I would love to see that, because that's when you start pushing some of those chains. I'd like to see like an EOS double S, like EOSS, like for a security spun off version dedicated for like encrypted connections using something like this. We're gonna have a lot more issues to do with connectivity, and the more things that we have for reducing or a reduction on issues with DOS attacks, mitigation of those DOS attacks, the better. That's it for me today. As of October 2018, this is what the site looks like. All the hunts are on the right hand side there, as you can see. When you click on one, it appears on the left. Hit the white button, takes you through to the hunt. You can go and fill it in this form. You just log in with your Steam account. Watch out on Steam Hunt for the next couple of weeks. I'm pretty sure they're going to be launching a registration page at some point where you can actually get a Steam account from the website, so you don't have to go off to signup.steamit.com and wait for weeks to get your Steam account or use crypto to buy one. There will be a pot, I presume, of account creation, and so many people will be able to sign up every day, which is gonna be amazing, because we'll be able to get audience from outside of the Steam blockchain to then come in, have their first experience of the Steam blockchain via Steam Hunt, and then off they go into other things around the chain. So that's super exciting. So you just fill out this form, title, sub-description, up to 1,000 characters of text, an image up to 5 meg, it could be a GIF, put in some tags, hit post, it goes to the Steam blockchain, but also goes into the Steam Hunt queue. And if you get a comment, upvote for you anywhere up in the top like 100 or so, and it's been verified, has to be verified by a mod, chances are you'll get an upvote from the bidbot, which runs about 12 o'clock midnight South Korean time, which is about 4 p.m. GMT in the UK. That's it for me today. I will catch up with you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.
Prepare the path of esteem.
Smell of steam.
Stum, das Sie, was ist das Stumm, das Sie?